Jerry Heater, and Justin Porterfield. We are underway. Final day of regular season play in the ACC. And boy, Virginia Tech would like to keep their winning ways going. Back-to-back wins for the Hokies. And now here on Senior Day, trying to send out one of the all-time greats, Hunter Couture, with a win on his home floor.
Limiting dribble drives, that's going to be key in this game for Virginia Tech. In particular, the guy with the ball right now, number 3, Burton for Notre Dame. They have to keep him under control.
Well, Burton could very well be the ACC Freshman of the Year, certainly one of a couple of candidates in that category. Take a look at the Virginia Tech starting 5. We've talked a lot about Couture, who has it here. His backcourt mate, Sean Pedulla. That rims out from 3. Offensive rebound, second chance opportunity here. Pedulla passing out of the double team, finds Couture for a 3. Can't connect.
That's a good contest and closeout that time by Braden Shrewsbury. Again, Pedulla, one of the better three-point shooters in the history of the ACC.
Kerry Booth, another freshman on this Notre Dame team, draws the foul. You saw the Irish starting 5. This is a young team, all underclassmen in the starting lineup for first-year head coach Micah Shrewsbury. 3 freshmen, 2 sophomores, and they've improved a lot over the course of this season.
Future very bright. We talked with Coach Shrewsbury before the game, and again, early on in the season, they were figuring it out, and anytime you start and play that many young players that many minutes, you're going to go through some growing pains, but fantastic job of coaching, and you're right, they have gotten better, and right now playing some of their best basketball all year.
Yeah, enjoyed our conversation with him before the game, and he said, look, we're a different team than we were in non-conference play, and I think you look around the league, this is a team that you do not want to see in a couple of days in D.C.
Absolutely, again, and they're packed. They're ready to go down to the ACC tournament right after this game. They are not going back to Notre Dame, and again, they're a team that is very balanced, obviously really good backcourt, but their front court has been playing better.
Collins knocks down the triple. It's a Notre Dame team that has won 5 of their last 7 games. And here's Burton in attack mode, spinning his way into the lane. Deflected pass. Davis recovers it. He drives in, lays it up, but couldn't finish.
Excellent ball movement that time by Notre Dame. On the other end, Jay, defending the three-point line against this Virginia Tech team, that's going to be key. The closeouts that Notre Dame has, in particular, all the actions that Virginia Tech runs.
Barron lines up a 3, off the mark. Burton, a step on Pedulla. Virginia Tech has numbers here, 4 on 3. Couture, transition triple, got it.
We saw him out here 2.5 hours before the game working on that same pull-up, working with the assistant coaches. His release is so quick. If you're not there on the catch, forget about it. One of the quicker releases in college basketball. Great transition offense by Virginia Tech.
Davis tries the 3. That rattles in and out, doesn't drop. Pedulla draws the foul, falls off the rim, and he'll get 2 at the line.
And watch this transition right here again. 4 on 3. Excellent execution in transition. That time, pick your poison if you're Notre Dame. And Hunter Couture shooting over 40% from the three-point line and came into this game well over 300 threes made, 326 career threes. Call it 327 after that last one.
Yeah, he's the all-time Virginia Tech three-point leader. It's surreal for Couture that this is his final game in Castle Coliseum after 5 years playing for the Hokies. He leaves one of the as one of the all-time greats to ever put on the uniform.
Well, we spoke with Coach Mike Young prior to games, and he's always intense before games, but we asked him to describe what it's been like coaching Hunter Couture, and he just lit up. Again, he's just extremely proud of the career that he has had. More importantly, though, he said the young man that he has become.
Burton, he answers with a three. He has really improved his shot, not just a drive to the basket player.
I'll tell you what, if he hits that consistently, he is a monster to try to keep in front of him. So shifty, adding that part to his game. Really, it's just going to make him one of those unguardable guards in the league.
Tyler Nickel drills the three. Both of these teams not shy. They will let it fly.
Excellent action that time. Again, the communication for Notre Dame on those pin downs, cross screens, and double screens. You're going to have to communicate. Can't give clean looks.
Every single Virginia Tech shot has been a three in this first half, and they have knocked down 3 of them. The Hokies a 10-5 lead early, trying to send 7 or as low as 10.
It really, again, it's a huge game for Virginia Tech. When you talk about going down to the tournament and getting an extra day rest, it is huge, and obviously big implications on this game this afternoon at home for Virginia Tech.
It was a couple of years ago that the Hokies won 4 games in 4 days to win the ACC tournament for the first time in program history. Booth drills the three from the corner. They're hoping to do the same thing this week in D.C. Hunter Couture was the MVP that tournament in 2022.
Another good possession offensively for Notre Dame.
Pedulla right down the lane, scoop to the hoop for 2.
And that's great body control that time by Pedulla. Use of the ball fake and then finish with the left through contact.
Offensive foul going the other way.
Fouls on Notre Dame's number 3, Markus Burton. That's his first.
Called against Burton, his first.
Checking in for Notre Dame.
There's Mike Young, 5th season as Virginia Tech head coach. And not to spend all this time on Couture, but he was telling us, I've never gone through a practice, a road trip, anything without Couture, who was his first signee when he took the job 5 years ago.
It certainly is going to take some getting used to when Hunter Couture is no longer in a uniform for Virginia Tech. And that's 2 fouls now, though, on Markus Burton. And 2 quick ones, and that's not a good foul. Again, the previous play, charge. Again, you don't want him picking up charge, trying to set screens, and then right there, really no need for him to try to reach against Pedulla.
That's the last thing you need if you're Notre Dame, because Burton has been the catalyst for the Irish winning ways of late. They've won 5 of their last 7 on the back of Markus Burton. So Logan Imes, fellow freshman, into the game for Burton. Here's Poteet. Shot clock down to 7. Poteet trying to muscle it on Zona. That doesn't fall.
And Notre Dame stayed home that time, didn't double. Previous possession, they doubled. That time they decided to stay man-to-man and single coverage against Poteet.
Deflected ball, falls to Booth. 7 seconds to work with. Booth in the lane. And a foul called. Tyler Nickel got a piece of Booth on the drive.
And right here, again, Booth, previous possession, 2 possessions prior, hit a 3. That time, aggressive shot clock winding down, and Booth has got great length. And also becomes a matchup problem as he continues to work on his game, but his ability to play off the dribble.
And Notre Dame head coach Micah Shrewsbury told us that they need more contributions from the Kerry Booths, from the Tay Davises, from the Keba Jais because they can't just rely on Burton. So with the star freshman out of the game, you need that supporting cast to step up here on the road.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And I think, again, he said it to us, as you said. They're better when those supporting guys are giving those extra efforts defensively and offensively.
Poteet rocks the rim. That gives some juice to Castle Coliseum. Hokies leading by 4 early. Shrewsbury, he's got such a quick trigger. Couldn't connect there from 3. Transition 3, Rechsteiner put too much on it. Nice look inside, Zona hammers it home.
A classic pick and roll to the basket. And what a beautiful find that time by Davis. Zona, though, again, setting the hard screen and then rolled hard to the basket. Help was late. You can't execute the pick and roll any better.
Rechsteiner from 3. That rolls in.
Well, what's lost in that? The pass by Couture. Yes, Rechsteiner with the quick release, but what a pass by Hunter Couture. Again, that is a long diagonal pass on point. All he had to do, Rechsteiner, was catch and shoot.
And Virginia Tech has now knocked down 4 threes in this first half. They struggled in the first meeting between these two teams to shoot the 3. Just 8 of 24 in that game in South Bend. Lost at 74-66. Notre Dame playing extended minutes right now without their starting point guard, Markus Burton, on the bench with 2 fouls. Konechny in traffic. Not a good look there. Great defense by Tyler Nickel.
And even better block out that time by Poteet to clean up the defensive glass.
Nickel on the drive. Great take. Count it. Plus the foul. Tyler Nickel.
Jay, that is all set up because of the three-point shooting. Again, they have Notre Dame spaced out. Look at the spacing, and then Nickel with the finish through 2 and 1. Beautiful offensive spacing by Virginia Tech.
Checking back in for the Hokies, number 5, Patrick Westler.
Now Virginia Tech has made 6 of their last 8 shots. They have started red hot offensively, built an 8-point lead early. 8 minutes into it. Shrewsbury lost the handle, ripped away. Pedulla tried to squeeze it in. Notre Dame got a hand on it, but Pedulla trying to win it right back. And he does. Forced the foul. This is going to be Virginia Tech ball. The Hokies leading by their last 7 games, in large part to Markus Burton, but he's been a non-factor early.
Yeah, foul trouble early. The early charge foul, and then really not a good foul away from the ball, away from the basket, trying to get a steal against Pedulla. They can ill afford not to have him on the court. As you said, he is the leader of their offense, leads them in assists, and also the guy that makes them go offensively as the leading scorer.
So back into the game here, trailing by 8. And he's on the court with 2 fouls and a lot of time left in this first half. Couture couldn't connect on that 3. Matt Zona getting extended minutes. And that's another offensive foul on the screen. Kerry Booth, illegal screen there.
And that's multiple times now in this game, moving screens. Yeah, again, you're moving into him. Again, you cannot lead with your shoulder. Referee right there. That's an easy call. You got to stand still when you set the screen. Again, anytime you lower that shoulder or move into the guy trying to come off to defend it.
Poteet, nobody there, and he slams it home.
Jay, they may need to check the screws in that rim. My goodness. I mean, he shook the whole basket on that one right there.
Booth answers with a triple. He's knocked down 2 from deep.
And they all been off of great ball movement. Again, impressive the response by this Notre Dame team. Booth again with another 3.
Booth with 8 of the Irish's 15. Here's MJ Collins right back to Poteet. He has been a problem in this first half. Malijal Poteet making some impact plays, Huck.
Well, check the screws on the rim. My goodness. Malijal Poteet with the finish. The whole basket was shaking after that one. My goodness, he is so powerful. And he has been a big reason why they've had success this season. That interior presence on both ends, defensively and offensively.
For 2 from the line there. Notre Dame trailing by 7. Burton. Kick out for Imes, a 3. Got it! Logan Imes, his first basket of the afternoon.
And that's why it's so important to have Burton in the game. Again, draw 2, kick it out. Imes was ready to catch and shoot. Another good offensive possession by Notre Dame where the ball was moving. And that's something Michael Shrewsbury talked to us about before the game. He needs to see more ball movement like that from this young team.
Yeah, Burton comes back in, and there's just a lot more rhythm offensively. Here he is again. Scoop to the hoop for 2. Markus Burton.
And one of the things he talked about, Burton, when we asked him what's been the difference beginning of the season and now, said things are slowing down for him. Previous play, go make a play for your teammate. Right there, understanding spacing. And right now, Notre Dame on a run.
Yeah, the Irish with the momentum. They've made their last 3 baskets since Burton has come back into this game. Micah Shrewsbury's team on an 8-0 run, and they're right back in it down 2.
And it's their defense. That's something he talked about. Yes, offensively we have gotten better in this last 7 to 8 game stretch, but he said defensively that's been the big thing that he's been impressed with this Notre Dame team.
Great ball movement, lines up a 3 for Booth, misfires, in perfect position to clean up the spill, Kebajai.
And that might be their best offensive possession. Yes, they missed the shot at the end, but the spacing, excellent ball movement, some of the best, and then the offensive rebound putback.
Collins answers with a 3, Virginia Tech back on top.
Don't blink with either one of these teams the way they're shooting.
And that 3 ends a 10-0 Notre Dame run. The Notre Dame has cashed in on their last 4 possessions. Shot clock down to 6. Kebajai. Back to Burton. Step back 3. No good. Robbie Barron, a deep 3. Misfires. Everything goes through Markus Burton. Good ball movement again on this possession for the Irish. Burton got a good look from 3, missed it.
Well, both teams are getting quality looks off of excellent player and also ball movement.
This time a foul going against Virginia Tech. Good back and forth game here in the ACC. Virginia Tech a slim lead by 3.
To secure a bye, obviously that means the less games they have to win to try to eventually win a ACC tournament championship. But again, at home, and also let's not lose sight of the fact that this could potentially be the last time Hunter Couture plays in this building for Virginia Tech.
Yeah, it's only scheduled time. I suppose they could accept an NIT invitation and he'd get one more home game here. But yeah, they're hoping they can go down to D.C. and win their way into the NCAA tournament. Interestingly, Joe Lenardi, our ESPN bracketologist, still has the Hokies in consideration on the bubble. Burton took a lot of Couture there, stepped back, and knocked it down.
He is so tough, so shifty, and if you're a Notre Dame fan, though, you hold your breath on that play. It looked like Couture was trying to pick up a charge, but Burton, again, able to stay on balance and finish.
That's on Notre Dame's 14.
On the other end, a nice backdoor cut that time by Hunter Couture. And again, he draws so much attention. You're afraid of him sprinting off a down screen. That time, though, he faked like he was coming off a screen, went back door. Again, his movement without the ball is huge.
Great day for college basketball on ESPN, and it continues with the Saturday prime Sonic blockbuster, the best rivalry in the sport. North Carolina and Duke, 6:30 Eastern. Who do you like?
See, you throwing me on the spot, man. I mean, you know, I'm going to throw it back at you. Who do you like?
I think Carolina gets the season sweep, locks up the #1 seed in the ACC tournament.
Ooh, that's a tough one right there. I'll tell you what, at home, I'm always going to go with the home team. So there's my answer.
Well, that'll be must-watch, 6:30 Eastern time on ESPN. Julian Roper left alone in the corner, and he makes the Hokies pay.
Well, right now, both teams over 40%. Notre Dame right now, 5 of 11 from the three-point line. All of them have been excellent looks.
Barron trying to spin his way free, rejected at the rim by Booth. Notre Dame dialed in defensively.
What a defensive play that time by Booth. That's just an individual going to make a play.
And another block on the other end. Pedulla with a head of steam. He is so crafty, Sean Pedulla.
In transition, he is a bullet that time, so fast. And his ability, though, to finish in traffic, again, that's twice now he's been able to knife through the defense and then finish.
Shrewsbury on the drive. Off the window and in. That's an added part to the freshman's game.
He's just continued to get better, and the chemistry between him and Markus Burton, I'll tell you what, those two are going to create havoc in years to come for the ACC.
Pedulla again gets his way to the rim. Sean Pedulla starting to heat up.
Look, Michael Shrewsbury thought it was an illegal screen on the dribble handoff. Not happy the refs did not call that.
Shrewsbury, the coach's son, back-to-back buckets for him, and Pedulla and Shrewsbury trading punches here. Barron left alone for 3. That rims out no good.
And that's a break for Notre Dame. That's a wide open look for Barron.
Roper, he's come off the bench and drilled 2 threes. Timeout, Mike Young. Notre Dame back in front for the first time since it was 2-0. And the Irish shooting lights out, 55. Blacksburg.
Virginia Tech alumnus Kevin Olson is here to perform at halftime. Don't miss his performance coming up in just moments.
We welcome those joining us on ESPN. You just watched some college hockey. Know what it takes to go down to the ACC tournament and win 4 games in 4 days, punch their ticket to the ACC tournament. They did it 2 years ago. Hunter Couture was the ACC tournament MVP that week. And now, can you believe it, 2 years later, it's the fifth-year senior final game here inside Castle Coliseum. He got a great ovation pregame. And you know his teammates, his head coach, they want to send Couture out with a win on his final game on his home floor.
And our conversation with head coach Mike Young, you know, he's intense. A day of game. We asked him, though, what it's been like coaching Hunter Couture, and he softened right up. Big smile on his face. It has been an absolute pleasure for him. Going to take some getting used to calling games without Hunter Couture and a Virginia Tech uniform.
And for Mike Young, he's never gone through a practice without him. His first signee when he took the job, and he has delivered in his 5 years here for the Hokies. Good ball movement, got a good look, just couldn't finish it. Robbie Barron keeps the possession alive. Collins a three. He buries it.
Two things in that play by Barron. The offensive rebound and then that skip pass through traffic. What a possession for Barron that time. A lot of guys would have tried to force that offensive rebound back up, stayed patient, and made a beautiful diagonal pass for an open three.
Offensive foul going the other way. And that's the third foul on the freshman Kerry Booth in this first half.
And that's an easy one for the refs to call again. In good position of that time, lowered his shoulder, and Coach Shrewsbury talking to Booth, who again, future very bright for that young man. He'll learn, but again, that's a veteran right there, baiting him into that offensive foul.
Now this has been a fun first half, all tied at 34. Both teams shooting better than 50% from the floor. Pedulla, nobody picked him up. Sean Pedulla, he's got 9.
That's just the breakdown in communication. Again, nobody just picked him up. Looked like there was going to be a screen, no screen. He just kept going, and nobody helped.
Shrewsbury draws the foul. Son of the head coach, Markus Shrewsbury. Braden Shrewsbury will get 2 at the line.
And again, right here, again, just a breakdown in communication. Little false ball screen, and Pedulla just keeps going to the basket.
And Markus Shrewsbury has built this program since taking it over, the first-year head coach, on defense. The one thing that you can expect from Notre Dame game in and game out is them to be dialed in defensively. It's a big reason why they've won 5 of their last 7 games. So it's surprising to see the Hokies shooting 54%, already 36 points.
They have gotten better. Again, I had them early in the season, midpoint, and then now, and that's what you want to see as a coach. Future very bright. Obviously, their backcourt, Shrewsbury and Burton, those two, again, are going to create a lot of problems in the ACC moving forward. But he was impressed, as you said, with their defense. The defensive effort really has been key.
Offensive rebound. Keeps the possession alive for the Hokies. Into Poteet. Bodying up. Kebajai muscling it. Falls off the rim, no good.
Good job that time by Jai, just walling up against Poteet, not giving ground and forcing him into a tough little jump hook.
Tay Davis trying to spin his way free. Shot clock down to 10. Roper into the lane. Nice move. Julian Roper fires Notre Dame back in front.
Put on a clinic with his footwork. Reverse pivot, spin, and then go up with the soft touch and finish. Excellent patient, and then also key, playing off of 2 feet.
Couture goes up with it. Can't hit it. Another offensive rebound, Poteet, and he'll get 2 at the line.
I mean, Poteet has such great size and strength. He is so difficult to keep off the glass. Does a great job positioning for offensive and defensive rebounds.
That's now 4 offensive rebounds in this game for Elijah Poteet. Ties it at 37. The Champ Week continues tomorrow. 3 excellent women's basketball title games. We tip off the day 1 Eastern with the ACC Championship, followed by the SEC Championship game, and then finishing the day out west with the Pac-12. What a day for women's hoops. And these two programs met in the semifinal on the women's side earlier today, Virginia Tech and Notre Dame, and it was all Irish. So down goes the top-seeded Hokies. That is a stunning result. You know, many would say, okay, Notre Dame could win, but by 29, wow.
Yeah, anything can happen. And again, I think it's going to be the same, a lot of the same on the men's side as well, too. Again, on any given night, any one of these teams can beat you by 30 or lose by 30. Again, I think it's going to be a very, very competitive and wide open ACC tournament.
Back tied at 38. Well, these teams, there's just not much to separate them in this first half.
And really what Notre Dame has done a great job of spacing the floor. Again, we talked about their three-point field goal shooting. Both teams over 40% from the three-point line.
Collins way off the mark from 3. Another offensive rebound, though. And here's Pedulla. Right back to Collins. Can't connect the second time either.
And now Virginia Tech below 40%. Those, though, are 2 pretty good looks.
Imes into traffic, fading away, can't hit it.
And that's not the look that Coach Shrewsbury wanted offensively right there.
Pedulla splits 2, and it drops in, plus the foul. Sean Pedulla stealing the headlines of this first half.
Well, his ability to finish in transition, he's hit some tough shots through contact. Look at this right here. A little Euro and then finish with the soft touch. Sean Pedulla and 1.
Checking in for Hokies 13, Chad Young.
In a game that has been very balanced scoring, Pedulla leads all scorers with 11. And now make it 12. Virginia Tech nosing in front by 3 here at the end of the first half. In a use it or lose it timeout taken by Markus Shrewsbury. We'll take it with him. The Irish, as Shrewsbury has done in year 1 at the helm of Notre Dame. He's got a young team, all underclassmen in the starting lineup, but they've won 5 of their last 7 games, and they're battling here on the road, down 3. Markus Burton has been the catalyst to the winning ways, has the ball here. Shot clock down to 7. Burton in attack mode. To Julian Roper, who's had a hot hand in this first half. Fights his way to the rim. Blocked by Barron. 5 seconds to work with. To the corner. Collins slams it home. One-handed jam. And Virginia Tech ends the first half with Notre Dame balanced scoring. 4 players with 6 points or more. The Irish start on defense trailing by 5. And for all the attention on Hunter Couture, who has the ball here, lines up a 3. Misfires. It was Pedulla and Collins that led the way. Sometimes on senior day, you could start to press.
And I think, though, also don't discredit Notre Dame's defense. Look, Hunter Couture, Sean Pedulla, they're at the top of the scouting report. Notre Dame guards did a good job closing out on Hunter Couture. And then also Couture spent a lot of energy chasing Markus Burton.
True.
Again, he is their best defender, Hunter Couture. So, again, spent a lot of energy on the defensive end as well in that first half.
Broken up, and Davis lost the handle. It'll be Virginia Tech ball. Actually, Justin Porterfield and Bill Covington Jr. are going to come together here and rule that it stays the Irish way.
Somebody was going to be unhappy after that exchange, and they reversed it and gone back. Ball now to Notre Dame.
Shrewsbury lost the handle. Pedulla right to the rim, off the window for two. Sean Pedulla.
They've been unable to really keep him out of the paint. And then some of the shots he's hit have been tough. That right there, that's not an easy finish. He made it look easy through two defenders high up off the glass.
Davis spinning his way in, draws the foul. He'll get two at the line. You know, we have to mention in the first half, Virginia Tech playing without their primary big man, Lynn Kidd. You see him there in sweats on the bench. This was a surprise to us. Did not go through the shoot-around, but we were told he was able to play, but not playing in the first half. And at halftime, we were told no update on Kidd from the Hokies communications department.
Well, I'll tell you what, obviously huge game as we've talked about. As Davis knocks down the first free throw, but Virginia Tech a chance to secure a bye in the ACC tournament in that first round. So again, important game for them, last regular season game for Virginia Tech. A lot of implications prior to the ACC tournament.
Yeah, Virginia Tech can finish as high as a 7 seed headed into the ACC tournament, as low as a 10. Notre Dame can finish as an 11, but they would need to win today, and a lot would need to break their way. So they are most likely locked into that 12-13 game on Tuesday. Tyler Nickel missed it. Offensive rebound, Elijah Poteet. He has 5 offensive rebounds and then hammers it home. Two-handed flush. Elijah Poteet.
That's just a grown man move right there. Again, strong lower body and upper body, and then finish with authority. Help was too late.
Burton drains the deep three, much needed for the Irish.
ACC going to be on notice with that young man right there. I mean, he is one of the only freshmen averaging 17, 4 assists, and 2 steals in college basketball, and that game right there, that part of his game, really improving the three-point shooting.
Burton, so shifty. Back-to-back buckets for Markus Burton, and with that bucket, he passes Troy Murphy for Notre Dame's freshman scoring record. Incredible achievement.
And Troy Murphy could flat-out ball. One of the all-time greats in Notre Dame history, and Burton, again, I think his name, when it's all said and done, is going to be in that discussion. He is having an outstanding freshman campaign.
Couture, 5 on the timer. Gives it up for Collins, a 3. No good. Burton called for the travel there. Took a step before he dribbled.
Well, travel on that one, but look at this right here. Markus Burton with the steal, and then in transition, he is a handful. Euro, and then finish with the soft touch on that previous possession, though, the three-point shooting as well, too. Again, his game just continues to develop under Coach Shrewsbury and their staff.
Couture trying to get hot. He's just been off the mark all afternoon long. Now 1 for 6 from 3. Very rare off day in this building for the program's all-time leading three-point shooter. 327 in his career, but it has been all Sean Pedulla. Everything but the finish there. Perfect position. Wessler follows it up for the Hokies.
That's great work by Wessler again. Pedulla drawing 2. And that time, call it 3 defenders. Get yourself on the offensive glass.
Burton trying to split the double team, knocked away. Pedulla in transition. Back-to-back missed layups for Pedulla. And Wessler battling. How productive has he been off the bench today, Patrick Wessler? Got the ball, was fouled. Impact plays like that one in a tight, highly contested conference game of the ACC.
Carrington, again, another talented freshman guy that's going to play for a paycheck. But me and you had a discussion on which one of those guys, if you pulled them off their team, which team would struggle, and I would say Notre Dame. Obviously a completely different team without Markus Burton.
Tough runner goes for Sean Pedulla. He leads all scorers with 14 this afternoon. Yeah, I'm with you, Huck. I think right now my vote headed towards Burton.
And Pedulla continues his hot shooting. 16
Zona
points now.
left alone, and he's fouled from behind by Wessler. And Zona fell hard on the floor, right on his back.
Fouls on Virginia Tech's number 5, Patrick Wessler. That's his second team foul against the Hokies.
Let's hope he's okay, and that's a good sign. And Matt Zona able to get up. Certainly that one painful. So again, he's trying to walk that one off. Again, he's provided them with some solid minutes. And right here again, path just open up. Somebody trying to contest again. Obviously, basketball player right there, just trying to come up with the block and the hard fall afterwards.
I think Wessler got the ball. It was the body that the foul was called.
Now the fans are yelling loud here. Now again, they're on student break, but I believe there's some free bacon if there's 2 missed free throws.
Oh, they could taste it.
Well, I'm supposed to be impartial on these games, but I'm going to tell you right now, you start handing out some free bacon, I might start making some noise.
Yeah, does it qualify for the broadcasters? They say everybody in the building.
I said, hey, if I'm qualifying for it, I may, under the table, start kicking some chairs.
Both teams found themselves in a little bit of foul trouble in that first half. Markus Burton most notably picked up 2 early ones. He stayed with 2. Inside Wessler, Burton stripped that cleanly. Matt Zona with 3 fouls and Kerry Booth with 3 fouls as well for the Irish. So you want to be aggressive defensively, but you can ill afford here on the road. The fouls continue to pile up if you're Notre Dame.
And you're right, absolutely. You want to play aggressive, but you obviously can't have guys in foul trouble or, as we get closer, putting Virginia Tech in a bonus situation.
Pedulla off the screen, catch and shoot. Missed it. And Virginia Tech, they are not shy from 3. They have attempted 22 threes in this game. They've only made 6 of them.
And that previous one right there, that's a clean look. Again, I think that's a break for Notre Dame. Pedulla and Couture both have had some pretty good looks from 3.
Burton finds Roper. Julian Roper with 5 seconds on the shot clock. Gives it to Burton, who gets it to go. Acrobatic, the freshman Markus Burton continues to be terrific.
And the coaching staff wanted an and one.
This is going to stay Virginia Tech way. Hokies leading by 3.
And on that previous possession with Burton, he never stopped moving. Again, a ball was stuck in the middle. He just kept right into his cut, moving without the ball. And acrobatic finish.
Pedulla, pull up pop, can't stick it.
Great job of team blocking out that time. 2 bodies on Poteet trying to keep him off the offensive glass.
Burton trying to go behind the back, lost the handle. Up to Couture. Pedulla, wide open three, way off the mark, but he follows it up and puts it in. Sean Pedulla never gave up on the play.
And Coach Shrewsbury is hot. Again, nobody blocked him out. He shot the ball. He was wide open, but then nobody put a body on him. He just ran, picked up his miss, and laid it in uncontested.
Five seconds to shoot. Burton. Kick to the corner. Imes a three. Rimmed out, no good.
Can't ask for a better look that time. Shot clock winding down.
Pedulla drives right into Logan Imes, who commits the foul. How about this? All 6'1" of Sean Pedulla from outside the arc, follows it up. Nobody blocks him out, cashes in.
And again, this is why Coach Shrewsbury said, look, little things like this, young team, that cannot happen in this game right here. You're trailing 5, 12:48 to go. Those little plays, again, talking to his young star freshman point guard.
It's bad enough when the smallest guy on the court gets a rebound ever, but when he starts outside the three-point line, that's borderline unacceptable if you're Markus Shrewsbury. Couture off his knee, turnover. Well, for as good as Hunter Couture has been throughout his Hokies career, fifth-year senior has struggled on senior day. Just 1 for 7 from the floor, 5 points. Roper working on Nickel, trying to shake free. And finally draws the foul. Home fans don't like it.
And now Mike Young is hot. Again, felt his guy was just in good position, Nickel. And felt it was a bailout, and both coaches working these refs. Again, right here, Nickel, no need to reach.
Julian Roper's been a nice boost off the bench this afternoon. 9 points for the junior. Missed the second. So a 4-point lead for Virginia Tech. A little more than 12 minutes left in regulation. The Hokies trying to finish the regular season on a 3-game winning streak. Deep three. Rims out, no good. Give and go. Kabajai flies his way to the rim for 2.
And give and go exactly to perfection. Beautiful pass that time by Braden Shrewsbury. Again, drew the defender over. Pinpoint pass. Soft touch with the finish at the end.
Nickel for 3. Got it! Tyler Nickel buries a big 3.
Again, know your scouting report. That time, again, Nickel's trying to come off that little curl. You have to be there on the catch or have better communication with the big. Step out heads, just can't let him get a clean look.
Imes trying to create for himself. Tough take, missed it. Nickel. He'll get 2 at the line when we come back. With Sean Pedulla and Markus Burton out of this game, the 2 leading scorers line of Duke to decide who will be the #1 seed in the ACC tournament. Look at R.J. Davis. He could be a unanimous ACC Player of the Year this season. 18 20-plus point games. Wow.
And credit Hubert Davis and their staff as we take a look at the ACC standings, top 7. We talked about what's on the line of this game. tonight for Virginia Tech, a chance to secure that first-round bye at the ACC tournament. But back to R.J. Davis, the year that he has had, really, you're right. I mean, it could be one of those deals where pretty much everybody is in agreement who the player of the year in the ACC is.
I think it's obvious who's number one, but boy, 2 through 15 to round up the rest of the All-ACC will be really tough to decipher.
Yeah, it really is. And again, I always try to put a premium on where your team finishes, but I think this year it becomes even more muddled because, again, there is a logjam in the middle and top half of the ACC standings.
Backdoor denied. Young got a piece of it at the rim.
What a recovery by Young to break up what looked like a clear, uncontested dunk.
Swiped away by Burton. Up ahead, Roper. And Julian Roper hammers this home. Didn't have to worry about someone getting a piece of that from behind that time, Roper.
And easy to see why Markus Burton, close to 3 steals per game. He's got great anticipation.
He also picked up those 2 early fouls in the first 5 minutes of this game and hasn't committed a foul since. Pedulla shooting over Burton. Misfired there. Davis on the drive, draws the foul.
And Michael Shrewsbury continuing to talk to the ref. He feels like on some of the dribble handoffs, the bigs of Virginia Tech are using their hips and legs to block off, in particular Burton. Burton is taking some hard hits every time the guards, in particular Pedulla, is coming off one of their actions.
Tay Davis in attack mode all the way to the rim and slams it home.
You can't attack the rim with any more authority than that right there. Couple of those have gotten blocked. He took all the guesswork out. I'm going to go and try to rip the rim off. Big time finish.
And Virginia Tech playing without their primary rim protector, Lynn Kidd, in this game. And it's allowed the Irish to get up in close. Sean Pedulla continues to do his thing. Up to 20 points to lead the way for the Hokies.
One of the best scorers in the ACC, Sean Pedulla. His ability, obviously, to pull up from anywhere, but then his finishes.
Nobody protecting the rim right now, with Notre Dame getting layup and dunk after layup and dunk.
Again, both teams, they're doing a great job screening. We don't talk about that enough in games. Right now, both these teams, in particular the bigs, doing a great job freeing up guys coming off pin downs or off any dribble drives.
Pedulla, he's had the hot hand all afternoon, and it continues. 22 points for Sean Pedulla.
Well, they just can't keep him out of the paint. I mean, he's just blowing by guys and then finishing. That one probably the easiest one he had. Some of them really difficult finishes. Key thing is, though, for Notre Dame, they got to try to contain the ball better.
And that's now 4 makes in a row for the Irish, and all of them coming in the paint.
Another strong finish.
The Pedulla show trying to continue here in Blacksburg. Game here on Senior Day, the 5th-year senior at Castle Coliseum. You take a look at his family, Kathy and Rodney, his fiance Chloe. And you know how much he means to this program over his 5 years here, but also how much this program means to the Couture family.
Yeah, really a remarkable career. You look at his numbers, over 326 career threes, over 148 games. But I think the biggest thing, and Mike Young talked about this, the type of young man he has become and always has been in terms of representing the Virginia Tech community. I really enjoyed speaking with him this morning at Shoot Around.
and will always be remembered for those amazing 4 days in March in 2022. And boy, they'd love to do it again, and they're a team, especially with this backcourt of Pedulla and Couture. If they go down to DC and start making some shots, anything is possible.
It is going to be a very, very entertaining ACC tournament, as it always is.
Collins shakes his way free, can't get it to go, and is fouled.
That's on Notre Dame's number 2, Logan Hines. That's his 3rd personal foul. 6th.
Right now, again, we talked a lot about Pedulla, but Collins has been solid for Virginia Tech. 11 points, 3 of 6 from the three-point line, and 6 rebounds. Again, doing a great job rebounding from that guard spot.
And the Hokies are a perfect 6 for 6 from the foul line in this second half, one of the best foul shooting teams in the country. And a 7-point lead with under 7 minutes to play, trying to close out the regular season with a win here at Castle Coliseum. It'd be a 3-game win streak headed into the ACC tournament. Burton somehow gets to the rim. He is so crafty.
And that's the key word, somehow. A lot of times it looks like he's going to get really lost in the middle of the defense. He finds a way through, and you said it best. He's so shifty and able to finish in traffic.
Battling for the ball, Collins and Burton. Burton, there was contact, no call, so it'll be Hokies ball.
And one of the things, Burton, you have to be aware anytime you play against him. He's going to be active in the passing lanes. Look at this right here again. Passing lanes, or anytime you're dribbling, he is really aggressive, trying to go after steals.
Couture tried to squeeze it into Barron. Miscommunication. Everything going through Markus Burton right now in attack mode. Couldn't finish. There to clean up the spill, plus the foul, Tay Davis.
He has had some moments in this game. One dribble, drive, and finish, and then this right here. Grown man offensive rebound putback. That is just a relentless pursuit after the ball. That time picking up the miss by Burton.
Now the level of effort on every rebound, every loose ball, every defensive possession right now for both of these teams. You could argue both teams are playing their best basketball. Certainly they're playing their hardest basketball right now headed into the ACC tournament.
And those plays right there, again, those second chance opportunities, loose ball opportunities, that's the difference between you going home or continuing to play.
That was halfway down from Nickel, rimmed out. 2-point game, under 5:30 to play. Two teams desperate to finish the ACC regular season with a win. Head into DC and postseason play with some confidence. Burton, spin cycle, leaves it short. That would have tied it at 66.
Everything except the finish. That right there might have been a little fatigue. Again, beautiful spin move, just short arm.
Nobody picks up Nickel, who's had a very nice performance. He's up to 13 points on the afternoon. Shrewsbury, Couture all over him. That's a tough take, and the freshman delivers.
And this backcourt, this freshman backcourt of Notre Dame, their ability to break you down and then hit some tough shots. That time Shrewsbury, tough contested pull-up in the lane.
All underclassmen on the floor right now for Micah Shrewsbury's team. Pedulla, a 3. Off the mark, no good. Tapped out. Collins, he can't hit it. 2 really good looks, and it falls right back to Pedulla. Maybe third time's the charm here for Sean Pedulla. Collins weaves his way through traffic. A fourth possession here. And Robbie Barron finally puts it home.
Notre Dame's inability to secure the defensive rebound. That could be the difference in this game.
Booth trying to quiet the crowd, misses it. That feels like a big possession in this game. Virginia Tech scores on one end. Booth got a good look and couldn't finish it on the other.
17 second chance points for Virginia Tech.
Barron too much on it. Burton lost the handle, dives on it to keep it alive. And now Tay Davis. Barron all over him. Davis stays with it and makes it a 2-point game.
He's keeping them hanging around in this game with his work on the glass. Key thing for Notre Dame now, defensive rebounding. That's been an issue. Again, 17 second chance points for Virginia Tech.
And 15 offensive rebounds for the Hokies. 4 on that one possession alone. Couture launches into it. Off the window and in, Hunter Couture. Burton blowing by everybody. Nobody picked up the freshman. Right to the rim for 2.
He is so fast, so shifty. And these guys are playing on fumes right now. Mike Young is going to get a timeout.
You could not ask for a better finish here in Blacksburg. Final game of the ACC regular season. 2 teams trading punch for punch. Hunter Couture trying to close his Castle Coliseum career with a be Jay Alter with you. How about the 2 guards, Markus Burton and Sean Pedulla, stealing the show?
We talked about the backcourts of both these teams at the tip. Sean Pedulla, really, what can't you say about his game? Tough finishes in transition or in the half court. And then on the other end, Markus Burton, another phenomenal performance for the freshman. Both these 2 guys have hit difficult runners and floaters in the lane through contact. It's been an impressive performance by both.
Pedulla and Virginia Tech clinging to a 2-point lead. A little more than 2 minutes left in regulation. The Hokies trying to improve as much as possible their ACC tournament seeding. With a win, they could finish as high as 7. And this would mark 3 straight wins for Virginia Tech. Foul off the ball. Roper got tangled up with Hunter Couture. And we'll step aside. You don't want to miss this finish in Blacksburg. 2-point game with 2 minutes left. 4th all afternoon long in the ACC. Nothing has sky high. 2 teams playing with tons of passion. And with 2 minutes left, it's a 2-point game. Both Virginia Tech and Notre Dame desperate to win this game today and take some momentum with them into the ACC tournament in Washington, D.C. For Virginia Tech, since the calendar flipped to March, when this sport matters most, they have not lost a game. Trying to make it 3 wins in a row, headed into the ACC tournament with tips off Tuesday, 2 Eastern time. All 3 first-round games on ACC Network. Couture knocks them both down, so it's a 2-possession game. Hokies leading by 4.
It's March, winner go home month, and important game as we've talked about for Virginia Tech. Last regular season home game for them.
Burton in trouble. Gives it up to Davis, and he draws the foul. Now Virginia Tech had a foul to give.
And right here, yep, good call by the refs. Again, key thing, positioning. They're in great position. Again, he's still moving as the offensive player is trying to go to the basket. They're a little late.
fourth foul against Robbie Barron. And with Lynn Kidd not playing today, they don't have the front court depth they normally do. Hand off for Burton. Everything working through the freshman right now. Lost the handle off his knee. Big time defensive stop by Virginia Tech.
And that's the one area, though, with Burton. Again, turnovers. He's been better. We've talked with Coach Shrewsbury before the game about that. The game slowing down for him. But in that situation right there, again, have to be better with the ball. Have to have a better possession offensively.
And the Irish going full court pressure here with 1:33 left, down 4. Into Poteet, and he's immediately fouled, shooting 1 and 1. Notre Dame does have 3 timeouts to work with down the stretch here. Virginia Tech has 2. Poteet on the season in conference play, shooting 70%.
So the strategy for Notre Dame works out that time again. Not holding out for defense. They're just going to put, it looks like, Poteet on the free throw line.
Burton right to the basket, lays it up and in, and cuts the deficit in half.
Now, if you're Notre Dame, don't want to get beat long. It's there. They're face guarding everybody.
Couture picked up his dribble. And Mike Young wisely takes a timeout. We'll take it with him. 1:10 remaining. Final game of the ACC regular season. And it comes to a fun finish. To 1 timeout. With a win, the Hokies still alive for a possible 7th seed in the ACC tournament. They would clinch, at worst, the 8th seed, which would give them that bye through the first round.
Adjustments out of the timeout. Notre Dame says, all right, we're going to take the press off and we're going to play. See if our defense can hold up and get a stop.
1 minute to play.
Here's Hunter Couture. Final game in Castle Coliseum. Passes off Pedulla. Sean Pedulla delivers again. He has 26 points tonight.
And some of them off degree charts in terms of degree of difficulty.
And getting it done on the defensive end as well. Pedulla everywhere. Weaving through everyone. Sean Pedulla, he can't be stopped. Markus Shrewsbury takes a timeout. Slams the ball right in front of the official, Justin Porterfield. Markus Shrewsbury fired up.
Well, I think a couple things. The turnover, but then I think the lack of being able to control the ball. In particular, Pedulla, and he is hot again. Team has been playing so much better in these last 6 or 7 outings, but unhappy, again, some of the no calls. He felt like his team was not getting. I think the bigger issue, Sean Pedulla continues to live in the lane. 28 points in this game, and they've really been unable to keep him out of the paint. And when they've tried to throw people at him, you saw in that previous possession, he's just slid around them. That time, the Euro step hand finish.
Pedulla, the last 3 baskets for Virginia Tech, he has taken over this game and given the Hokies a 6-point lead. 35 seconds remaining. This is a critical possession for Notre Dame. Game on the line for the Irish. Into Markus Burton. Spins his way free, right to the rim for 2. And the full court pressure comes.
Key thing right now, again, don't get beat long if you're Notre Dame. It's there over the top. Virginia Tech just not seen again. Obviously don't want to turn it over.
Fouls on Notre Dame's number 3, Markus Burton. That's his 4th personal foul. 9th team foul.
MJ Collins to the line. And that's Markus Burton's 4th foul. One more and he's out of the game. Collins with the weight of the game on his shoulders to shoot 1 and 1. 84% in conference play from the free throw line. And he missed it. Virginia Tech has missed 2 front ends of the 1 and 1 down the stretch here. Burton, through 3 defenders, draws the foul. And everything for Notre Dame is going through the freshman Markus Burton.
And heads up play again, understanding time and score. No need, 22.1 seconds, no need to come down and jack up a contested bad 3. Markus Burton with his speed understands, look, they've been unable to keep him out of the paint, keep the pressure on, and now you're at the free throw line with the chance to cut it to 2, and I think the big thing, set your defense up, try to go for another steal. If not, obviously, you're going to have to foul.
Rims out, no good. And a foul immediately comes in, committed by Booth. And that's now his 4th. And it sends MJ Collins back to the line, this time shooting 2.
Virginia Tech on the game, 15 of 20 from the free throw line, 75%. Notre Dame, 12 of 17, 71%.
And if you came to ESPNU looking for South Carolina and Tennessee women's basketball, we'll get you to the SEC tournament right after we're done here in Blacksburg. Collins knocks it down, an important free throw, because now it's a 2-possession game.
Collins has done a little bit of everything in this game for Virginia Tech. 14 points, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists. Has played a complete game for Mike Young and Virginia Tech.
Under 20 seconds left for the Irish. Burton takes it himself. Tough take. Good defense. Somehow stays with it. And a foul is called. 10 seconds left, so time not on Notre Dame's side. But Burton will head to the foul line.
We've been talking about it all second half and throughout this game. What's at stake on the line for Virginia Tech? A chance to secure that first round bye in the ACC tournament.
Burton makes the front end of the 1 and 1, a chance to now make it a 1-possession game again. Missed it short. Davis, offensive rebound, blocked by Barron, and Tyler Nickel is fouled. Tay Davis had a chance to make it a 2-point game, but his layup at the rim rejected.
Missed opportunity right there by Davis, who has been really good for Notre Dame, in particular on the glass right here. Again, great work, but then a great recovery to come up with that block, and Tay Davis unable to convert.
And Virginia Tech tested here in the regular season finale. Notre Dame gave the Hokies everything they could handle, but make it 3 straight wins for this Virginia Tech team, undefeated in March. And they'll go into the ACC tournament with plenty of momentum.
Well, they did what they needed to do at